Okay, so if your child needs to join a Google Classroom that their teacher has set up, and uh, there are several ways that you can do this. You'll see that I'm just here. Let me get out of this for a second. I'm just on a Google page, and if I was using a Chromebook, I would know that my student was already signed in because you have to be in order to get into the Chromebook. But you can always take a look when you're at google.com, right up here in the right hand corner. If there is a picture or an initial here, I'm signed into a demo student account just so we can see what it looks like. And so I see an initial. I know that the student's account is logged in. So to get to Google Classroom and actually join the class, I can either come up here to the address bar and I can type in classroom.google.com. Okay, and I could hit enter and that'll take me to Google Classroom. Also, if I'm on a page that's like the Google search page or any other Google page, also up here in the upper right, you'll see what they call the waffle, this little 3x3 grid. And if I click on that, it shows me all of the Google apps that are part of the student's account. And someplace in there, these will be sometimes ordered differently. That's okay. But someplace in there, you're going to see one that says Google Classroom, looks like a little blackboard. So if I click on that, that'll take me to Google Classroom. Now, if your child's never been to Google Classroom before, this is what you're going to see. This account's never been there, so it's asking me to make sure, is that the account that I'm using? Yes, so I hit continue. And then it asks me if I'm a student or a teacher. Be sure to say you're a student. And then you'll notice I already set up a class and invited this student account. So this is what you would see. So you're going to see the little tile or tiles here. Those are the different classrooms that your student is invited into. And then down in the lower right corner, there's a button that says join, this blue button. So all I need to do is click join. Take a second. And as soon as it does, then I'm in the class. Okay. If you need to, get out of here. If you need to go back and look at the classes that the student's account has been invited to, all you need to do is up here in the upper left, these three lines, just click on that and then go to classes and you'll see all of the tiles again. Now, by the way, you might have noticed that there was a blue button that said join and then beside it, it also said decline. If you accidentally click decline, you'll just need to let the student's teacher know so that they can re-invite the student. And you'll have to wait until that happens. Now, that's the procedure if the teacher directly invites all of their students. That's how that's going to work, is you'll see the tile with the class name and the blue join button. Sometimes, though, teachers instead will use a class code, so they'll send a code home that the student needs to use. If that's the case, then once you get into Google Classroom, right up here in the upper right, there's a plus button. And if I put my mouse over it, it says join class. So when I click on that, it brings me to this page. And right here in this box, that's where I would type that class code in. Just be sure that when you're typing it in, you type it exactly the way that the teacher has given it to you. So uppercase, lowercase, all of that stuff has to be exactly right. And then once you do, then this button right here will go from being gray to blue, and you'll be able to join. And then it does exactly the same thing. It'll just go ahead and bring you into the class. Okay? And by the way, let me go back to that. Once you've joined, if you come back to Classroom and you need to go into class again, all you need to do is put your mouse on this heading up here, click, and it takes you into the class. And that's all there is to it.